On to our next story at hand, which is a so it seems like 2019. Not only is it's been off to a really good start in the terms of charities, because we had the Mega Marathon raise over $10,000. We had AGDQ raising 2 million plus, and then this kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know, and I don't personally know the guy or his fame when it comes to YouTube. But there was a streamer by the name of Hbomberguy was doing I guess a marathon stream for getting 101% for Donkey Kong 64 and was raising money for the trans charity. He raised over $230,000 for his time streaming. Um, but the cool, and I'll read the article here in a second. But the coolest thing is that the people he brought in, both from the game industry, game journalists, but also like brought in the what's her name, one of the senators from New York.
Alexandra Oteso Cortez.
Yes.
She's senator from New York. She goes. Her Twitter handle is at AOC, which is just her initials. But she conservatives fucking hate her.
Yep.
Like
Mm-hmm.
their recent smear campaign against her was like trying to showcase this video she made in college, I think it was, which was just a mock-up of what Molly Ringwald did in 16 Candles. And I was like, okay, she's having fun. How dare she?
Right, right. So I'll read this article. This is off of TechRaptor.com, written by Robert Grosso. Streamer Hbomberguy raises over 230,000 as I burped in the mic for trans charity. So after Democratic Congresswoman Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez appeared on stream, a number of other famous celebrities and gaming personalities also joined in. Some of the bigger names include Fallout New Vegas director Josh Sawyer, The Guardian's journalist Owen Jones, YouTube personality Natalie Wynn, actress Mara Wilson, and Rebecca Heyman, Atari 2600 Space Invaders champion who worked as a programmer on games like The Bard's Tale 3. The past weekend has seen a Twitch streamer generous act for charity blow up in an international fundraiser. Harry Brewis, better known by his online handle Hbomberguy, has started a live stream with the goal to raise money for transgender rights charity Mermaids UK. Mermaids UK is a group that aims to raise awareness of gender nonconformity and gender dysphoria in children and young people.
It's called dysmorphia, and it's basically it's where your mind. Is that what it is? Hold on, keep reading, and I'll look it up because I know that's some kind of condition with the mind.
Oh, sure thing. The group's lobbies for improvements in professional services in transgender children and has won numerous awards over the years for their work, including the European Diversity Award Charity of the Year 2016 and the British LGBT Awards 2018 for Outstanding Contribution for LGBT plus life for Mermaids CEO Susie Green. Um, but yeah,
So dysmorphia is a deformity or abnormality in the shape or size of a specific part of the body.
Gotcha. I think I have a good idea how that is because uh what was it in in the anime which I recently watched, what's it called, it was an idol anime that had like zombies in it. I want to say Zombie Land, but that's the movie. Anyways, there was a character in that show where that character was indeed identified as trans, but the way she showed the same systems of like she found like a hair on her on her chin, and she was like freaking out because she identified as girl, but like she's finding places of hair where it shouldn't be, like as an equivalent to what a guy would have, and the fear of that and freaking out about it. So I have a tiny bit of an idea of how that worked, um, but yeah, like good stuff to Hbomberguy, and I kind of feel like Yeah, like because he started live streaming, and like the other reason why he wanted to do this because he's never been Donkey Kong 64, so he was like, I'm gonna beat it, no matter how long it takes him. Um, and it was really cool because like other people also joined in his stream, which I need to find some of the other clips he was talking to, but like but he was getting support from Matthew Mercer, Chair, CHE.
Yeah, so I heard about him after so Aaron Hansen of Game Grumps fame.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing a charity stream for his mother's it's called it's a Healing Horse Center or something like that. Basically,
Yeah.
she uses in Florida. She uses horses to help people with PTSD and other mental issues that they can overcome by taking care and being around horses and it's a really good charity like program that Aaron's mother does. So I was 100% for it, but he was completing Kingdom Hearts 1 in one sitting.
That's right.
Which he did in about 25 hours, which is pretty impressive considering like that game's normal runtime is like almost 30. So, but and he took a lot of breaks. So,
Good. Yeah.
you know, but he ended up raising like $55,000,
Nice.
and then right at the end of it, like he threw the stream over to this guy.
I
was like, oh, what's this guy doing? And I kind of watched it for a minute, and I was like, damn, he's raising a hell of a lot of money. And I also thought that the goal, or the not goal, but the top, I thought it hit 300,000, not 230,000.
Right. The article might be not outdated when this was posted, so I think it was like he made more than that, I believe. But he raised a whole lot of money, and for the trans community and for charity, which is awesome. Super cool. But yeah, no, it seems like in the past couple weeks, like the gaming community has been raising a lot of money, as it were. Not that we don't do it already, but like even more so, like with the recent charity events, which goes to show you that I mean, like I'm gonna put it same out there just because I see it more often from us than anybody else. But I feel like the gaming community is more they're donating to charity much more often than think anybody else in the world in my
Well, okay, so two things. We're more exposed to it because of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
But there are charity events happening all the time. What I think is important to keep in mind here is that gaming and gaming culture and the gaming community are full of very wonderful people who want to help others, period. Who are willing to spend a lot of money, to throw at a charity. I think that's more important to highlight than anything else. Like, it doesn't matter whether or not the gaming community is doing more. All that matters is that the gaming community does this. So anytime someone's like, oh, it's video games' fault that kids are doing this terrible thing or whatever, like, no, you can shut the fuck up because clearly that's not video games' fault. That's the person's fault or the parent's fault. Like, stop blaming the video game. But I was gonna say on a side note, Anthony, that when Alexandra was on his stream, she was basically saying that she was like, I didn't play a ton of video games growing up. Like, we had a friend that had a 64 and all this kind of stuff, but I would argue that the 64 is the best console. And I was just like, you know what? I support your politics. I support the hell out of you. But I can't support that fucking
statement. You know what? I don't mind either way. Like, in that moment, it was really cool that she was relating to the streamer and just like saying yeah, it's N64. I played a few games. I think it's the best console. And you saw him getting ecstatic in that clip out there.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah,
I don't like the 64. I think its games are kind of bad. Like, that's just me.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. If I were to choose a console in yesteryear, generation wise, like I'd be more into PS1 than I would be 64. If we're talking about
I'm Super Nintendo, like, all the way.
Wow.
I think Super Nintendo has arguably some of the best games that ever existed. So.
Agreed. We'll have this more deeper conversation another time. But alas, our time with this topic has ended. All right.